So, I am no self-proclaimed marketing expert, but I will say this. There is value in positioning oneself as an agent of massive social change, if that is what's coming. There is advantage in positioning oneself as a promulgator of timely revolutions in technology, in social dimensions of the economy, in the natural capital spheres of endeavor, where we begin to wean ourselves off of gross materialism and move into a time of regenerative economics. These are the zeitgeist elements of the new world manifesting now. Even though you may have inferior technology like we do right now with this little Nikon camera that doesn't barely have a microphone to send you these messages across space and time, but nevertheless, we are throwing ourselves headlong into the challenge of getting the word out that these are no ordinary times. And therefore, if you want to take advantage of the wave front of change that's coming, take a look at what that pinnacle of possibility looks like up there. It looks like you are overseeing the next 5,000 years of human existence. If you can get up there, if you can get up on top of that wave and hang 10 like we've been saying, then you have achieved the only measurable advantage there is, which is insight into the timeliness of your ideas. Some people I know have always been ahead of themselves, including myself. But that may not always persist, because, as the Buddhists say, impermanence is the nature of reality. Not just suffering, but impermanence, which means not always suffering, because if it was always suffering, then suffering would be permanent. So what if society is moving away from the Kali Yuga kind of destructive patterning and more towards an integral and harmonic, revelatory culture that helps us to understand why we've been stagnant up to this point, why we fell asleep at the wheel of society, why we are careening off a cliff of resource depletion and climate destabilization? Those are the things that we will come to see if we can get our heads out of the sand. Sorry to mix so many metaphors, but the truth is, we are the promulgators of our destiny, and since the world is made up of a infinite spectrum or arc of possibilities, potentialities, and probabilities, why not hold yourself true to a commitment that you are going to believe what you see, number one, as you look up at the wave of time that is approaching, and you then also believe that you were made to hang 10 on that wave. That you're like, I gotta get up there, man. It's like Mavericks. Gotta get up on them waves of time, of pure potentiality. What if is the mantra. Not just I can, si se puedes, but what if? What is possible? You know, Richard back here is in the business of eliminating false ideologies, which makes him an iconoclast like me, meaning breaking the patterns of thought and belief, most importantly, that affect the holonic potential of your being. Holon meaning to resonate with the other holons in the universe, the other whole systems, such as cosmic intelligence, for instance. If you are a holon, you're aware of your system as a holon, then you realize you're part of nested holons that go on and on. Okay, and that's the multiverse to some extent, is that our interconnectivity, our layers and levels of interconnectivity are off the charts dense. Think about your brain. Think about the trillions of connections in your body. What it comes down to is we are not allowed the luxury of smallness. Not for long, anyway. That's what humanity is bringing upon itself, is the awareness of the whole. The awareness of the whole system. Why? Well, sadly because it's breaking. But in the future, will be aware of the whole system because nobody is ever taught to believe they are apart from it. In the year 2275, all children will know themselves as equal with the trees and therefore unable to harm them. Why would you do that to one of your peers? In the year 2575, all galactic relations of humanity that had spread from our planet into the galactic world will come back to Earth for a reunion. And there'll suddenly be tens of millions of extra-planetary visitors coming, and they're all human, and they're all our family. And if you go on up to the year 3000, what you find is that time itself is now fully appreciated and understood, and it is a form of religion to worship time, to understand that time is possessed of all properties and qualities and quantities, and that we are united in time through a unanimity of life. And that will be so completely known, so fully known throughout all humankind that we may transcend this dimension. But let's just know that today we have work to do in ensuring that the biosphere does not self-destruct under our watch. And that will still require very advanced innovation, very advanced social innovation in particular, as well as finance reform, stock market reform, all manner of relocalization and re-ruralization and reforestation. And I'm giving myself over to this. That's how I hang 10. As I believe in something so strongly that I'm going to lean my entire collection of memories and dreams on this idea that I am here to act as a Johnny Appleseed of the 21st century, that I'm here to build new energy machines and anti-gravity, and to make music and to dance and to create culture and to learn what it is to be truly self-sufficient without imposing your will or your negative externalities on anybody else. So listen, reel it in to the 0 point and understand this is your time, this is our time. Life is a commons and nobody owns your destiny. You are a free agent of creation, a child of the universe. Feel it in your heart. Feel it in all your centers. Own it completely and be the change.